So we know that understanding how factor pairs work can help us to understand how to multiply two multiples of 10, so two numbers with 0 units. 60 is the same as 6 times 10. 20 is the same as 2 times 10. So we start by multiplying the numbers that are not 0, so 6 times 2, which is 12. Now we can multiply our tens together, as we had two tens in our factor pairs, and that gives us 100. And now we can multiply our two answers, so 12 times 100 gives us 1,200. So that's the answer to our question. But we also know a shorter method. 6 times 2 is 12, and then we have two ending zeros in our question, so we have two ending zeros in our answer. And this is important because we are effectively multiplying by 10 twice. We move the digits 2 place values to the left. This is why we put 2 zeros on the end of our number. We can think about 700 times 30 using what we know about factors as well. 700 is the same as 7 times 10 times 10, because 7 times 10 is 70, and 70 times 10 is 700. 30 is the same as 3 times 10. So, as the 0 digits are all at the end of our numbers, we can start by multiplying the first digits of our numbers, so 7 times 3, which is 21. Now we can answer 10 times 10 times 10, because we have 10 three times when we break our number down into factors. 10 times 10 is 100, and 100 times 10 is 1000. So now we've used all of our factors in these two multiplications. So if we multiply our answers together, we get 21,000. So 700 times 30 is 21,000. But although we understand that factors explain why this works, we can get our answer by multiplying 7 by 3 to get 21, and then, because we have a total of 3 end zeros in our question, 2 here and 1 here, we know that we also need 3 end zeros in our answer. Because we are effectively multiplying by 10 three times, we move the digits 3 place values to the left. This is why we put 3 zeros on the end of our number. So what is 200 times 90? 18,000, because 2 times 9 is 18. And then, because we have 3 end zeros in our question, we need 3 end zeros in our answer. Now, what is 600 times 60? 36,000, because 6 times 6 is 36. And then, because we have 3 end zeros in our question, we need 3 end zeros in our answer. What is 800 times 50? Our answer is 40,000, because 8 times 5 is 40, and it's important to know that this 0 doesn't come from the end zeros in our question, it comes from our answer to 8 times 5, so we can't count this as an end zero. But But then, once we've worked out that 8 times 5 is 40, we need to count 3 end zeros in our question, so we then make sure that we have 3 end zeros in our answer. So what is 500 times 40? 20,000, because 5 times 4 is 20, and then because we have 3 end zeros in our question, we need 3 end zeros in our answer.